Looking for the best mobile card games? You're in the right place. These are my top 10 online card games on Android and iOS of 2023 with the cream of the crop of deck building and intense multiplayer battles. What is up, AG Nation? I'm Ben, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a like and why not subscribe if you haven't yet. I make videos just like this featuring the best of mobile gaming every week. Now, let's do this! Number 12. Pokemon TCG Live. The Pokemon TCG game has been around since 2016, but it was only available on tablets, and this came to rectify that. Pokemon TCG Live is a brand new game that brings the card fighting experience to your phones. One of the biggest advantages of this version over the old one is the optimization of its card collection mechanics. Cards can be broken down and crafted into new ones, which means you're no longer at the mercy of random number generators. Pokemon TCG Live is still in beta, so there are a few bugs here and there, therefore the ranking, but I expect this to shoot up in the list when it officially comes out. Number 11. Hearthstone. Hearthstone is one of the most popular card games around. You build a deck of characters from the World of Warcraft universe before challenging live players to duel. There are multiple game modes, but the original offers a straightforward premise. Reduce your opponent's health pool to 0 before they do the same to you. The 1v1 game comes with hundreds of cards so that you can build some truly unique decks with a colossal amount of cards available, and with new expansion released regularly, it can seem a little overwhelming to new players. But there are plenty of PvE game modes to practice with, so you can pick up the fundamentals in no time. Hearthstone is great if you want an easy to learn but hard to master game that will occupy your mind and sometimes even your wallet for weeks on end. Number 10. Shadowverse CCG. Shadowverse is a challenging CCG game with gorgeous anime design and a massive online community who happens to be constantly around so that you never run out of opponents to battle online. But if you don't want to take on the community, there is a story mode which features some beautiful voice acting, a bunch of different character classes with their own paradigms and special cards to master, plus thousands of cards that you can collect and learn how to properly use. It's a massive game that obviously had a lot of work put into it. Even more, Shadowverse is F2P friendly. Lots of in-battle interactions and a good selection of pre-made decks that teaches you how to play the meta completely free of charge. Number 9. Legends of Runeterra. Considered by many as Riot Games' challenger to Hearthstone, Legends of Runeterra, which is set in the same world as League of Legends, was developed along similar lines as Magic the Gathering, but with a lower barrier to entry. The disadvantage to games like Hearthstone and Magic is that it's challenging to progress without buying extra card packs. Legends of Runeterra goes around that by placing a limit on how many cards you can purchase a week while rewarding players with cards based on how much they play. You can also craft the cards you want, so you won't get frustrated about missing out on a vital card. While Legends of Runeterra's gameplay isn't that innovative, a unique attack/defense mechanic and accessible gameplay mean this is an ideal game for those frustrated with the more popular collectible card games. Number 8. Cards, the Universe and Everything. Q is an electric card battle game from UK developer Avid Games, and the game appeals to those of us who never really bothered with card games because not everyone is into Wizards and Pokemon. The cards here represents anything from a Tiger Salamander to a Buzz Aldrin. The casual and weekly league is where you'll be putting your skills against the world, but also expect to spend maybe more time building and tweaking decks, trading cards or crafting new ones. Another thing I really like about Q is that every single card has some info on the back of it, and these facts are delivered in light and funny way, making this one of its star feature, plus it's loads of fun, so I highly recommend this one. Number 7. Exploding Kittens. Exploding Kittens is one of the best physical card games you can buy, and the Android version is no different. It contains all the content offered by the original game, including all the expansions, plus some exclusive ones for Android. The game combines fiery cat death and lots of humor to create an experience with hostility and sabotage at its very core. Exploding Kittens is a family-friendly game of Russian roulette for those unfamiliar with the popular party game. You will take turns drawing cards, but if you draw the exploding kitten, you're out. Thankfully, there are plenty of cards to move, mitigate or skip the explosive cat. Number 6. Magic the Gathering Arena. Magic the Gathering Arena is a direct adaptation of the physical trading card game. You battle real-time players using the spells, monsters and tools at your disposal. Defeating your opponent requires careful thought and strategy in order to outwit them and reduce their health pool to 0. It might seem complicated at first, but a series of tutorials will quickly get you up to speed. Whether you're a fan of the original TCG or just want a new card battle to play, Magic the Gathering Arena should satisfy. There are plenty of game modes to try out, so you're bound to find something to enjoy. After all, the game hasn't been around for 29 years because nobody likes it. It stood the test of time, just be prepared for a sharp learning curve. Number 5. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. For fans of the anime, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is the only way to play the game in its classic format in this day and age. With a massive card catalog, regular tournament highlighting different builds, and a community of lifelong players, this is one of the hardcore duelists. Then again, if you're new to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise, Master Duel is a fast-paced card battler that offers thousands of cards to collect with tried and true gameplay attached. The decent animations and visual touches make the game fun to pick up, and it even offers a fun competitive multiplayer mode. The UI is beginner friendly and the tutorial ends up explaining the game mechanics very well. Beyond the competitive online mode, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel offers an extensive solo mode that is ideal for new players. Number 4. Animation Throwdown. Fans of Family Guy, Futurama, and American Dad, this card game is for you. Animation Throwdown features a bunch of the adult animation series into a card game that has colorful visuals, goofy humor, and is sure to put a smile on your face. The game stands out with its combo system that adds a unique twist to the genre, as in your cards will not only deal damage and protect your hero, they also have a special ability that comes in handy in battle. I also love the action combos that are hilarious, featuring some of the most memorable scenes from the shows. The cherry on top is that Animation Throwdown is a fair F2P game, so you don't need to reach into your wallet to progress, and the vivid visuals along with the funny moments makes it a must for fans of card games and or the featured animated shows. Number 3. Gwent the Witcher card game. Like Hearthstone, Gwent is a PvP card battler, but that's about where the similarities end. This is a game adapted from the minigame in The Witcher 3, where Gwent's gameplay simulates massive battles instead of private duels. Each game is split into 3 rounds, and players win by scoring more points than their opponent. However, cards are not replenished between rounds. Deplete your deck to win the first, and you may struggle in the second and third rounds. Gwent is a complex game that takes some time to wrap your head around, but persevere and you will find yourself lost in this beautiful and challenging card game. Sadly, Gwent will be handed over to the community by the end of 2023, and while the game will still be playable, no more content will be added. Number 2. Thronebreaker: The Witcher Tales. Thronebreaker is a fantastic deck-building RPG set in the world of The Witcher, and is undoubtedly one of the best card games on Android right now. Stunning backgrounds, engaging animations, and unique card interactions aside, this game lets the gameplay speak for itself. Collect cards to build your legion and expect fast-paced, thrilling head-to-head competition as you play through the campaign, in which you build up an army to take back your stolen throne. The game features a great combo of RPG overworld elements and deck-building synergy, so if you're a fan of the Witcher series or deck-building RPGs with deep lore, this one is definitely worth the try. Number 1. Marvel Snap. Developed by former Hearthstone director, Marvel Snap blends classic collectible card game themes with original mechanics. Marvel Snap has no overwhelming stacks of cards, or OP combos, or pay-to-win mechanics. Instead, this is an easy-to-learn, super intense, fast-paced game that's very hard to put down and is by no means a clone of Hearthstone. Marvel Snap limits your deck to 12 cards, and games last only 6 turns. This doesn't mean the game is simplistic, far from that. The stakes are high in each and every match, and you will need all your wits to beat your opponent. The tutorial is short and sweet, the deck building a breeze, and you're thrown very quick into your first PvP match, which can catch some of you off guard, as it was my case, but I started a streak of wins in no time. Marvel Snap is tons of fun as it offers exciting short games with interesting game mechanics, and it definitely deserves the number 1 spot. And that sums up my picks for the best online card games on mobile to play in 2023, but now I want to hear from you down in the comments. What card games would you recommend? Of course, as always, if you enjoyed this video, clicking the like button does help me out a lot and I would really appreciate that. And if you're new, consider subscribing because I put out new videos like this every week. Also, a special thanks to my YouTube members, and if you want to support my content as well and get some cool rewards, Links are down in the description. Of course, you can also show some love to this video with a super thanks. Once again, I'm Ben, thank you AG Nation for watching, and I'll see you next time, right here on Android GameSpot. Stay epic!